Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not swipe away from this message. This is an urgent interception. Archangel Michael has personally routed this specific frequency to your screen today. You need to listen closely. Something unprecedented happened after that person left your house recently. They are walking around in a state of absolute panic right now. You thought it was just a normal visit. You opened your door to them. You offered your time and your energy. You played the role of the gracious host while they sat in your sacred space. But the moment they crossed your threshold to leave, everything shifted. A profound terror gripped their spirit before they even reached their car. They are literally shaking. They deeply regret coming to your house. They regret ever looking at you with that hidden malice. Right now, they are losing sleep. They are trying to figure out how to undo the spiritual damage they caused themselves by entering your domain. You thought they had the upper hand. You thought they walked away victorious. But heaven is laughing at their foolishness. I need you to pay very close attention. There is a hidden mechanism operating inside your home right now. It is something you cannot see with your physical eyes, but they saw it. Their demonic attachments saw it clearly, and what they witnessed in your living room completely shattered their illusion of control. They realized you are entirely untouchable. If you leave this video now, you will miss the most crucial revelation of your life. You will walk around your own house without understanding the massive weapon you possess. The breakthrough will still happen if you leave, but you will not know how to wield it. Do not let the algorithm distract you. This is a divine appointment meant to arm you for the coming days. Take one slow breath right now. Feel that slight pull in your chest. That is your intuition confirming that this message is entirely real. You have felt a strange shift in the atmosphere since they left. You noticed how quiet it has been. You noticed how their text messages stopped coming. They are terrified to contact you again. They always described you as weak. They thought your kindness was a vulnerability they could exploit forever. They assumed your house was just another place they could enter to drain your light. But they walked into a spiritual ambush. The moment they sat on your couch, an invisible fire began to scorch their negative attachments. They felt it instantly. Now they are desperately trying to warn others about you. They are whispering behind your back because they are too afraid to face you. They know that your silence is no longer a surrender. Your silence has become a heavy weapon that terrifies them. You did not even have to say a single word to assert your dominance. Your frequency did all the heavy lifting. There is a specific reason why this happened this week. It is not a coincidence. The universe allowed them to enter your house one last time for a very specific purpose. Heaven needed them to see the exact magnitude of your spiritual upgrade. Heaven wanted them to witness the crown that has been placed upon your head, and it worked perfectly. But there is a fatal trap they left behind. A final attempt to siphon your energy from a distance. If you take your eyes off this screen, you will single-handedly strip yourself of the key to dismantling this trap. The darkness wants you to scroll away. The darkness is praying that you find this video boring. Do not give them that satisfaction today. Stay with me until the very last second. I am going to reveal exactly what they saw standing behind you in your house. I will tell you why their spiritual vision was suddenly forced open, and more importantly, you will discover the massive generational wealth transfer that this event has just triggered in your timeline. Everything is connected. You have been crying out for validation during those long and silent nights. You have asked the universe if you are crazy for feeling so drained around certain people. You are not crazy. You are a master of reality who simply forgot how powerful your aura truly is. Tonight, that amnesia ends forever. Tonight, you reclaim every single ounce of your stolen power. The elite forces that profit off your exhaustion are actively trying to scrub this frequency from your feed. They know what happens when a chosen one finally wakes up to their true environment. They want you stuck in a matrix of survival, but your spirit dragged you here today to break those chains. prepare yourself for the absolute truth. The moment the door clicked shut behind them, a heaviness fell over your body. You remember standing there in the middle of your quiet living room. You felt a complete depletion of your natural energy. It was as if a dark vacuum sucked the vital life force out of your bones. Your shoulders slumped forward under the sudden invisible weight. A deep exhaustion settled right into your core. Listen carefully to what your physical body is trying to tell you right now. That tightness in your chest is not just regular daily stress. Waking up at 3 in the morning with your mind racing is a massive physical clue. Your physical vessel is reacting to a violent spiritual violation. Your sensitive nervous system is sounding a very loud internal alarm. You look around your home and you feel a sickening wave of deep regret. You lowered your strong boundaries for someone who did not care. You allowed someone who did not deserve your grace to enter your sacred sanctuary. You desperately wanted to believe they had finally changed. You hoped that they would respect your space, but they only brought their heavy darkness. Stop blaming yourself for being kind and generous to those wandering souls. It is easy to look back and feel foolish for opening your front door, but your gentle hospitality was never a sign of inner weakness. You are the empath with boundaries who simply gave them a chance to experience light. They abused that privilege because they are parasites who cannot generate their own warmth. Take a deep breath and let this painful realization settle into your spirit. There is a specific reason why you feel physically ill after they leave your presence. It is a question that has haunted your mind for several long years. Why do they walk away looking refreshed while you are left gasping for air on your own couch? The shocking answer is hidden in the spiritual realm. Your home is not just a simple building made of wood and glass. It is a highly calibrated energy grid that you have built with your own tears and prayers. It is the one place where the one who survived the storm alone can finally put down their heavy armor. When you kindly invited them inside, you unknowingly opened a dangerous portal for their negative attachments. They sat right across from you and smiled warmly at your tired face. They drank your coffee and pretended to care about your personal life. But the entire time they were secretly scanning your peaceful environment for hidden vulnerabilities. They noticed the divine peace in your home, and it absolutely enraged their jealous spirits. They hate that you built a beautiful life without them. You can still feel the lingering residue of their toxic presence in the quiet corners of your room. It feels incredibly heavy and dense to your sensitive spiritual aura. It makes you want to scrub the floors and burn sage until the air is clear again. This is your intuition demanding a complete purification of your environment. Your spirit guides are urging you to take this seriously. You gave them the benefit of the doubt because you are a dedicated cycle breaker. You carry the pure intention of healing every broken thing that crosses your destined path. But you must understand that some broken people do not actually want to be healed. They only want to drag your bright spirit down into their familiar misery. They viewed your forgiveness as an invitation to disrespect you. But wait, and listen closely before you let this dark regret consume your beautiful mind today. This painful realization is absolutely not a harsh punishment for your trusting nature. It is a rigorous training module designed to forge your soft heart into pure steel. Heaven allowed them to cross your threshold one final time to teach you a vital lesson. You needed to see the absolute contrast. Pay very close attention to how your tired body feels right now as you hear these specific words. You are finally feeling a deep sense of validation washing over your exhausted mind today. You are realizing that you are not crazy for wanting to isolate yourself from the loud noise. Your strong desire for extreme solitude is actually a divine protection protocol activating inside your soul. They walked right into your house, expecting to find a weak victim they could easily manipulate again. They expected to leave their heavy emotional baggage on your floor and walk away feeling completely unburdened. But they made a catastrophic miscalculation when they entered your holy domain. They completely failed to realize that your living room is fiercely guarded by mighty, unseen forces. You must never apologize for the fierce and rigid boundaries you are about to establish today. The bitter regret you feel right now is the exact fuel for your total transformation tomorrow. You are learning exactly who deserves a seat at your table and who must be kept outside. The tragic era of you being a spiritual dumping ground for toxic narcissists is officially over today. Stop judging yourself for the deep fatigue in your bones right now. You are constantly calling yourself weak for needing so much sleep lately. You feel entirely defeated. But your extreme exhaustion is not a sign of human frailty, because your divine immune system was fiercely fighting off their dark energy. Your body is simply recovering from a very real war. They looked at your quiet demeanor and they assumed you were just a passive victim. They thought your profound silence meant that they had finally broken your spirit. They were completely wrong. Your silence is actually the ultimate protective shield. While they were busy talking and manipulating the space, your aura was quietly building an impenetrable fortress around your fragile heart. You are the chosen one who absorbs everything in the room. This makes you incredibly powerful, but it also makes you a prime target for wandering vampires. When they entered your home, their toxic presence triggered an immediate lockdown sequence in your soul. Your beautiful energy field intentionally shut down, and it starved them of the light they desperately craved. Think about what a physical body does when a dangerous virus attacks it. It instantly raises its temperature to burn the invader away. It forces the person to lie down and rest, while the internal white blood cells do the heavy lifting. Your spirit did the exact same thing when that narcissist sat on your couch. Your spiritual fever simply manifested as deep emotional exhaustion. You did not fail the test when you felt drained after their sudden visit. You actually passed the test with absolute flying colors. Your intuition recognized the hidden danger before your logical mind could even process their sweet words. The sudden brain fog you experienced was a defense mechanism, and it stopped you from engaging in their toxic arguments completely. They noticed the shift in you immediately. They felt the temperature in the room drop instantly because your powerful spiritual guides stepped directly between you and them. They tried to provoke a harsh reaction from you. They desperately wanted you to argue, but your absolute stillness terrified them on a primal level. They realized they were fighting an invisible army while you were just sitting there. You must release the heavy guilt of letting them into your quiet house today. You are a master of reality who operates from a place of pure love. You gave them the benefit of the doubt because that is your divine nature. But your spiritual immune system will never allow them to destroy you, and it simply put you to sleep to heal your hidden wounds. This long recovery period is not a delay in your life purpose. It is a necessary recalibration of your entire nervous system. The universe is carefully extracting the toxic venom they left behind in your space. Every hour you spend resting is an hour spent upgrading your armor, and you are currently shedding the old skin of the empath who begged to be understood. Look around your quiet living room once again. The heavy residue they left behind is completely dissolving right now. The divine light is flooding back into every single corner of your home, and you can actually feel the air becoming lighter as you hear my voice. This is the ultimate proof that their dark magic failed against your aura. You remain standing tall. A true chosen one does not need to scream to establish their dominance. Your mere existence is a threat to the demonic forces that control them. The extreme fatigue you felt was the massive energy required to hold back that darkness, and you were literally holding up the walls of your sanctuary with your mind. Do not ever call yourself weak for moving spiritual mountains today. Listen carefully to this next part. I need you to truly internalize this massive truth before we move forward. The next time you feel that sudden exhaustion around someone, you will know exactly what is happening because your internal radar is detecting a dangerous anomaly. You will simply smile and show them the front door without a word. Your past pain was just the intense preparation for your current power. You had to learn how toxic energy operates so you could easily defeat it. You are the one who survived the storm alone, and you know exactly how to rebuild your absolute peace from total scratch. But now you will never have to rebuild it again. Your fortress is permanently secured. They walked away thinking they had successfully stolen your deep joy. They completely mistook your temporary depletion for a permanent defeat. They have absolutely no idea how quickly a chosen one regenerates their divine light. While they were celebrating their fake victory, heaven was actively dispatching new angels to surround your property because your mission is far too important. You are heavily reinforced right now. Stop mourning the energy you thought you lost to those emotional vampires today. Every ounce of light they tried to steal is being returned to you tenfold. The universe is strictly enforcing a massive spiritual refund on your behalf, and you are about to experience a phenomenal surge of fresh vitality. Take a deep breath and reclaim your sovereign space. Now I must expose the exact mechanism of their dark psychology. The people who manipulate and drain you are essentially energetic parasites. They do not possess their own internal source of divine warmth. And because they are entirely empty inside, they must constantly hunt for bright souls to feed upon. You were supposed to be an easy meal for them, but they completely misjudged your frequency. When they walked into your living space, a violent clash of frequencies occurred immediately. Your home is literally vibrating at the highest dimensions of pure light. A toxic narcissist cannot physically withstand that level of divine illumination for very long. The light exposes every single ugly demon hiding beneath their charming human mask. They felt completely naked and exposed in your presence. They smiled at you while secretly drowning in absolute spiritual terror. The atmosphere in your house felt incredibly thick and suffocating to their low vibration. They desperately wanted to dominate the room and control your perception. But the divine energy grid you established simply crushed their dark intentions before they could even speak. You are a weapon of light, standing in quiet authority. This brings us to the ultimate revelation about their current state of mind. There are 3 specific reasons why that manipulator is losing sleep tonight after leaving your house. I need you to listen closely to these 3 signs. If you understand this mechanism completely, they will never be able to trick you again. Number 1 is the terrifying realization of your spiritual guards. Number 1, they saw the invisible forces protecting your sacred space. They might not consciously understand what they witnessed, but their spirit felt the presence of mighty warriors. Every time they tried to project a negative thought toward you, an unseen wall violently pushed it back. They realized that attacking you brings immediate spiritual consequences. They are terrified of that swift retribution. Number 2, their fake identity completely melted in your high frequency. A narcissist relies on a carefully crafted illusion to manipulate the world around them, but your pure aura acts as a massive cosmic mirror that forces them to look at their true self. The moment they sat on your furniture, they felt profound disgust for their own soul. You made them face their own darkness. Before we get to the 3rd and final reason, take a deep breath. Let the reality of your immense power wash over your tired mind. You did not have to lift a single finger to defeat them. Your mere existence as a master of reality dismantled their entire dark agenda in a matter of minutes. Type 111 down in the comments to claim this alignment right now. Number 3, they accidentally absorbed a reflection of their own karma. When they tried to dump their heavy emotional garbage in your house, your frequency rejected it completely. But the energy had to go somewhere, and it bounced directly back into their own energetic field. They are currently carrying the exact heavy burden they tried to leave with you. They poisoned themselves in your house. This is why they practically ran out of your front door. They made up a weak excuse to leave early because they could not breathe in your light. And the moment they stepped outside, the panic fully set in. They realized they had just messed with a highly protected chosen one. They are pacing their floors right now, while you are resting peacefully in your sovereign domain. They will never look at you the same way again. They will actively avoid your gaze if they ever see you in public. They will tell terrible lies about you to their friends because they need to justify their overwhelming fear. But you know the absolute truth. You know that they are simply cowards who got burned by the magnificent fire of your divine aura. You must stop seeing them as powerful villains who ruined your life. They are actually small and insignificant creatures who operate out of severe lack. Heaven uses these empty vessels as training dummies to test your spiritual reflexes. Once you pass the test by remaining completely silent, the universe removes them from your path permanently. They have served their miserable purpose. Do not ever let them convince you that your house is cursed or lonely. The profound emptiness they felt was just the absence of their usual chaotic drama. Your home is a fortress of extreme clarity and divine abundance. It is completely impenetrable to anyone who refuses to do their own inner healing work. Your high standards are violently repelling the low vibrations of the world. You are officially out of their sinister reach. The energetic cord that tied you to their toxic game has been severed by the angels. They can scream and panic all they want from a far distance. It does not matter anymore. You are securely seated on your throne while they are drowning in the exact karma they created. Prepare yourself for the next stage of your glorious upgrade. Now that you understand the profound terror they experienced in your home, it is time for you to take immediate physical action. You must physically cleanse the sacred space where they recently sat. Do not let their lingering residue stay in your living room for another day. It is time to wipe the slate entirely clean right now. Your divine sanctuary requires a massive spiritual sweep today. Open your windows wide and let the fresh air flood into your quiet house. You need to physically move the stagnant energy out of your beautiful domain. Burn your sage and declare out loud that only pure light is welcome here. You are the master of reality, and your spoken words carry the heavy weight of absolute authority. Demand that every dark attachment leaves your property immediately. You must completely cut the invisible, energetic cords tying you to their drama. They will pull on those strings when they feel lonely. You can physically feel them tugging at your aura when you suddenly think of them. But you must take a sharp spiritual sword and sever that connection forever. Because you do not owe them another ounce of your precious vitality, you must protect your peace at all costs. You are no longer the naive empath who tolerates disrespect to keep the fake peace. You are the empath with boundaries forged in pure fire. When you cut that cord, you instantly reclaim the enormous power they slowly drained from you. You will feel a sudden rush of warmth returning to your tired limbs. Your mind will become incredibly sharp, and the heavy brain fog will finally lift completely because the toxic drain is gone. From this exact moment forward, you must make a solemn vow to your own spirit. You will never open your front door to these manipulators again. It does not matter if they show up crying with a fake apology. It does not matter if they promise you that they have entirely changed their toxic ways, because a narcissist only changes their mask. They never actually change their dark internal nature. If they try to knock on your door, you keep it firmly locked. You do not owe them an explanation for your loud silence. Your silence is the final answer they will ever receive from you. Heaven has officially closed that chapter of your life, and reopening it will only invite severe spiritual consequences. You must fiercely protect the high frequency you have worked so hard to build alone. Before we go any further, I have to warn you about a fatal trap first. There is a deadly illusion being set up right at the finish line of your journey, and you must prepare for it. Many chosen ones fall for this exact trap right before their ultimate breakthrough. You need to listen closely to this next part because your future depends on it. The darkness knows you're about to step into extreme abundance. They know that your spiritual upgrade is completely destroying their old agenda. And because they are desperate, they will orchestrate one final test to see if you will compromise your new boundaries. They want to catch you in a moment of emotional weakness before dawn arrives. This trap is incredibly deceptive because it looks exactly like something you used to desire. It will wear a very familiar face and speak with a very comforting voice. You will feel a strong temptation to lower your guard and let them back in. But you must remain entirely vigilant right now, because taking the bait will severely delay your ultimate spiritual reward. You have endured too many storms alone to surrender your victory today. You have cried too many silent tears to let them steal your crown. Heaven is closely watching your reaction to this upcoming test. You must stand tall in your quiet authority and ignore the knocking. The universe wants to see if you truly value your own sacred space while they desperately try to invade it. Wash your hands of their toxic memory completely today. Let the water carry their dark residue out of your beautiful life. You are a weapon of light, preparing for a massive deployment. Every room in your house must reflect the absolute purity of your divine mission. There will be no more compromises, and you will not give second chances to those who repeatedly choose the shadows. You are sealing the cracks in your energetic armor right now. You are actively turning your quiet home into a fortified castle of extreme prosperity. The forces of heaven are standing by to deliver a massive blessing. But they cannot drop the treasure if the porch is still cluttered with toxic garbage. You must clear the space completely today, so you can fully prepare for the ultimate arrival of your divine wealth. Do not let a single ounce of guilt trick you into looking backwards. Looking back will only turn your bright future into a pillar of salty tears. You are walking forward into a glorious timeline where your energy is fiercely protected. Take a deep breath and accept this profound responsibility. The universe trusts you with this immense power because you finally learned how to say no to the toxic darkness. The fatal trap I warned you about earlier is the sudden appearance of a toxic counterfeit. You will see someone from your past reaching out. They will send a sweet message. They will make a sudden phone call to test your strict boundaries. Do not reply to them at all. That is the ultimate test before the massive divine wealth transfer, and heaven wants to see if you will firmly guard your space today. Because you successfully locked your door against that dark counterfeit, the universe is now unlocking the highest vaults of heaven for you. A wealth transfer has just been approved. You can feel a profound shift today. The atmosphere around your physical body is changing. The heavy stagnation of the past 5 years is dissolving. The dry desert you walked through is finally blooming beautifully. You must pay very close attention to the undeniable signs. They are manifesting in your daily life right now. You are suddenly seeing the numbers 777 everywhere. They appear on random license plates and grocery receipts. This is not a meaningless coincidence at all. This divine sequence means that extreme financial miracles are hunting you down, and your quiet authority is magnetic to immense abundance. You are also seeing the numbers 888 repeatedly. They are appearing on your digital clocks. This powerful sequence represents the infinite flow of cosmic resources. They are pouring directly into your new timeline. You might find unexpected coins on the ground, or you might receive random checks in the mail this week. These small physical manifestations are just gentle raindrops. The financial monsoon will hit your life permanently. Do not panic if a completely different door slams shut. That sudden rejection was absolutely not a harsh divine punishment. It was a rigorous protection protocol designed to redirect you. Heaven deliberately closed that small door because a giant golden gate is swinging wide open for you right now. The universe had to clear your busy schedule completely. The massive upgrade is arriving tomorrow. But wait, before we move any further into this revelation. There is a final secret you need to fully understand. You need to know what they actually saw in your house. The truth about that terrifying moment will completely activate your new prosperous reality, and you will finally step into your true power. Do not take your eyes off this screen right now. The ultimate revelation is coming to you very soon. Your beautiful spirit has been incredibly restless lately. It can sense the incoming tide of extreme prosperity. You are waking up with a strange feeling of anticipation. The usual deep dread is entirely gone. Your soul intimately knows that the long season of brutal waiting is officially over, and you are confidently stepping into your royal inheritance. You have survived the grueling tests of extreme isolation. You are the rare anomaly who firmly refused to become bitter. The whole world betrayed you. You never compromised your soft heart. You built an impenetrable fortress around your precious healing energy. And because you protected your frequency so fiercely, the divine realm is trusting you with unprecedented earthly wealth. They know you will use this massive abundance well. You will uplift others instead of manipulating them. Notice how completely random strangers are suddenly smiling at you. You see this when you walk outside. Notice how innocent animals are magnetically drawn to your energy. Small children feel safe in your peaceful presence today. These beautiful synchronicities are the concrete physical proof that your vibration has successfully reached the highest master level. Your aura is practically glowing with a bright golden light. The dark demonic forces tried to convince you of lies. They said you would die poor and entirely alone. They lied directly to your face to keep you trapped. They wanted you in a miserable beta wave frequency forever. But their pathetic lies are rapidly crumbling into fine dust right now, and the universe is aligning perfect opportunities specifically for you. Your financial breakthrough is truly imminent. Take one deep breath and prepare your physical vessel today. You must hold this immense new blessing. You must consciously expand your internal capacity to receive more. Do not shrink back into your old protective shell when the heavy floodgates finally open for you this week. You truly deserve every single ounce of this incredible prosperity. You paid the heavy price in the dark. Everything in your reality is accelerating at a terrifying speed. The frustrating delays have been completely removed from your timeline. They are gone forever. As this massive realization settles into your deep spirit, you must prepare yourself for the ultimate magnificent truth. I am finally going to reveal the exact terrifying vision. Get ready to understand your true limitless power today. Here is the truth you waited for. The mechanism that blocked your prayers for years was never your lack of faith. It was the constant hum of their toxic interference. But when they sat in your house recently, their dark illusion completely shattered. I am going to tell you exactly what terrified them. The fatal trap failed entirely. When they looked at you sitting calmly on your couch, their spiritual eyes were violently forced open. They did not see a broken victim anymore. They saw a blazing spiritual crown resting firmly upon your head. The brilliant light of your divine authority absolutely blinded their dark attachments. That massive crown is your birthright. You earned every single jewel on it through your silent tears and your lonely battles. They saw the heavy weight of your quiet authority. They suddenly realize that you are a highly ranked master of reality, and their petty manipulation tactics were completely useless against your royal bloodline. They thought your silence was weakness. They thought they had broken your spirit when they pushed you into isolation. But what they did not realize was that solitude was your training ground. You did not break. You evolved into a magnificent weapon of light. Now your pure presence alone shifts the entire atmosphere of any room you enter. Your silence has become a weapon that terrifies them because they can no longer manipulate what they cannot access. Can you feel that massive shift in your spirit right now? The long and brutal waiting season is officially over today. The dry and lonely desert you walked through has suddenly burst into a beautiful oasis of endless divine favor. Every closed door is being blown off its hinges today, and you are confidently stepping into the exact timeline you were born to rule. This is the undeniable frequency of absolute victory. The heavy chains of your past are melting into pure gold right now. You are no longer the empath who begged to be understood. The crucible of severe pain has forged you into the untouchable master of your reality. From this moment on, your energy demands deep respect without a single word spoken. The massive divine wealth you were promised is flowing effortlessly into your brand new timeline, and the powerful universe is personally handing you the master keys to the spiritual kingdom. You survived the storm completely alone. You did not beg for their help when the heavy rain fell on your shoulders. You patiently built a magnificent spiritual ark out of your own profound faith. And now you are standing safely on the highest mountain peak, while they violently drown in the dark flood of their own terrible karma. The universe deliberately isolated you for this exact kingdom-level upgrade. You were never being punished by the divine creator. You were simply being hidden in the protective shadows until your immense spiritual power fully matured. Now it is truly time for you to emerge and shine incredibly brightly for the whole entire world to witness your total victory. The pitch-black darkness has retreated far behind you. The gorgeous dawn of the new era is shining its absolute brightest rays directly onto your beautiful spiritual crown. You can literally feel the warm divine energy surging powerfully through your exhausted veins right now. The heavy burden of survival is finally being replaced by the glorious lightness of absolute freedom. Heaven is actively applauding your incredible resilience today. The angels are singing songs of victory because you defeated the narcissist without lifting a single finger. You used the highest form of spiritual warfare. You simply existed in your pure light, and that magnificent light violently pushed the toxic darkness out of your holy domain. This intense euphoria you feel right now is the ultimate confirmation of your total victory. Do not let this powerful feeling slip away. You must deeply anchor this incredible energy directly into your physical reality. Heaven is desperately waiting for you to perform a simple physical action to lock this massive blessing permanently into your bloodline. Your human body and your divine spirit are completely aligned at this very second. You are holding the absolute power of the universe in your bare hands. The wicked enemies who openly mocked you are currently trembling in their dark corners, while a beautiful table of massive abundance is being carefully prepared for you in their presence. To fully lock in this glorious frequency and create an absolute shield of permanent protection, you must prepare to seal this ultimate truth. The holy anointing is extremely heavy right now. The spiritual portals are wide open above your bright head, and a massive generational blessing is rapidly descending directly into your peaceful lap. Do not let this crucial moment pass. The time for hiding in the shadows is completely over today. You have officially crossed the sacred threshold into your new timeline. The massive wealth transfer is securely locked into your spiritual DNA, and no demonic force can ever steal this bright crown from your head. Your enemies are permanently banished from your beautiful kingdom. But you must take a physical action to seal this reality right now. A blessing of this incredible magnitude requires a firm physical anchor before you leave. Heaven is closely watching your response in this exact second. I have spent hours in deep prayer fighting spiritual battles because I needed to deliver this urgent message to you. Will you hoard this immense blessing today? You must prove that your hands are entirely open to receive this gift. The enemy desperately wants you to close this video right now. They want you to leave without locking down your divine protection, but you cannot let their dark manipulation block your generational wealth. You must partner with the mighty universe to solidify this absolute victory. Type the word Amen down in the comments immediately. Type it like a heavy sword cutting through the final chains of your past pain. When you type that sacred word, you are officially signing a divine contract with heaven. You are telling the universe that you are ready to receive your massive financial inheritance, and you will not accept any more delays. Hit the subscribe button right now to build a permanent energy shield. When you subscribe to this frequency, you anchor yourself at the highest vibrational level possible. You establish a divine receiving station for endless future miracles. It is about actively joining a powerful army of light, and you are taking your rightful place among the elite warriors of the universe. If this fiery message has reignited the beautiful faith inside your soul, you cannot keep it to yourself. There is a broken soul out there, bleeding in the dark of despair. They are desperately needing a guiding light today. They are crying out for the exact same validation that you just received. You have the immense power to save them right now. Share this powerful message with someone who truly needs it today. Send it to a fellow chosen one who is struggling with extreme isolation. Sowing this small seed of hope today will multiply your own blessing tomorrow. This is the absolute divine law of spiritual karma, and when you help another master of reality awaken, the universe rewards you with infinite abundance. Do not let this incredible moment pass you by. You have worked far too hard to leave your front door unlocked tonight. Sealing this truth is the final step of your rigorous training. Your glorious spiritual upgrade is now fully complete. You are a highly protected master of reality, and you are walking into a season of unprecedented earthly prosperity without any fear. Every toxic narcissist who tried to destroy you is a fading memory. They are completely locked out of your magnificent new castle forever. You will never have to shrink yourself down to make them comfortable again. You will walk with a straight spine and a fierce heart. The world will see the bright, glowing aura surrounding your physical body because you finally embraced your true divine nature. Declare down in the comments that you are completely ready. Type out loud that you accept your royal kingdom connection today. Let your physical fingers type the exact words that your tired soul has been screaming for years. You are worthy of this incredible peace. You are entirely deserving of the massive financial windfall heading your way, and you will use it to build a beautiful legacy. Your pure heart survived the most brutal spiritual war of this century. You carried the heavy light when everyone else chose the easy darkness. And because you remained faithful in the crushing silence, heaven is rewarding you openly in the bright sun. The dark storm has finally passed. The glorious golden morning has officially arrived for you. This is your final command from the highest spiritual courts. Do not close this screen until you have left your permanent mark. Hit the like button to activate the infinite flow of divine favor over your household. Every single action you take right now is being recorded in the heavenly books. So you must make sure your name is written in pure gold. I am incredibly proud of the resilient warrior you have become. You took every ounce of their toxic poison and turned it into powerful medicine. You are the definitive cycle breaker for your entire bloodline. Your future children will never have to fight the terrible demons that you just defeated because you secured their absolute freedom with your quiet strength today. Go forward in massive power and quiet authority today. Never apologize for the brilliant light that violently blinds the wicked souls. Keep your sacred sanctuary fiercely protected at all times. Share this video, subscribe to The Light, type AMEN to seal your perfect reality. The mighty universe is absolutely thrilled to finally welcome you home.